NFL star Angel Reese boarded a private jet. My goodness. For a postseason trip hours after missing Chicago's 91-86 season finale loss to the Liberty on Thursday night, as seen in a video on her TikTok page. Reese, who missed the Sky's final 3 games of the season due to a lingering back injury, in quotes, posted a TikTok video of her and her friend embarking on a getaway amid the star forward's strained relationship with the team.
The biggest casualty was harm to her reputation. She undermines the respect that is the cornerstone of a long-lasting profession each time she chooses a brief moment of online influence above a sincere dedication to her team. Coaches, teammates, and fans are not blind. They are able to tell the difference between an athlete who is devoted to the game and one who is devoted to the attention it offers. Additionally, the internet never forgets in the digital era. Her name will now be permanently associated with this video, a permanent stain that could be used against her at any moment when she encounters hardship.
Your whole thoughts on this Angel Reese situation, calling out her teammates, team suspending her, and now there's potential rumors that she may get traded.
Her expressing that the team needs to get better. What main players never said that before? We need to get good players and we need to go get great players. That is normal. And the fact that you are open to listen to trades, your team is done. That woman would not want to be there no more. And I can tell you right now, the other center that is friends with her, she's going to want a house.
In the end, this story does a disservice to the WNBA athletes who toil away in silence every day. Those who put their all into their teams but don't have Reese's spotlight. It supports the worst preconceptions held by those who criticize the league, according to which it is not as serious or professional as its male counterparts. When responsibility becomes optional, the business as a whole suffers.
And we all know she wants the hell out of Chicago, I guess, after drowning her teammates publicly. It's weird. You want out, but you're the one that actually did it. Maybe she did it to find her way out of town. Maybe that was the master plan. But this hurt back is been, of course, under some scrutiny. Some people have questioned the hurt back as to maybe the back's just not that hurt at all. She just didn't want to play. She tapped out. She quit. However you want to word it.
Angel Reese probably thought that sharing her dancing video online was a show of strength and a testament to her own fortitude. However, the world witnessed a player whose priorities are essentially out of sync. Someone who cared more about the camera on her phone than the success of her squad. Strength wasn't immediately apparent. It cried out a severe lack of self-awareness. She also runs the potential of becoming the first actual reality TV star in the WNBA if she keeps going in this direction. Instead of watching the basketball game, they tune in to watch the eventual train catastrophe.
Or two. There is Angel Reese Jr., the pretend basketball player, and there is Angel Reese Sr., better known as Mama Reese, the professional clapping back at the haters. There is no denying the fact that Angel Reese on the court is a stat machine. Fantasy nerds like Mina Kimes, people who live in the world of make-believe, they love Angel Reese.
In the meantime, Caitlin Clark will keep constructing her legacy, highlight by highlight, brick by brick. While one athlete is creating history, the other is creating hashtags. Additionally, Angel Reese will be remembered for the controversies she insisted on starting rather than the championship she could have won unless there is a significant and quick change in her strategy. She won't simply be different from Caitlin Clark. She will serve as a warning about wasted talent.
And second, she already threatened to leave, and in that same interview, she basically put the team on notice because she said, I quote, "I'd like to be here for my career, but if things don't pan out, obviously I might have to make a move in a different direction and do what's best for me." That's not a hint. That's a warning shot. She told the front office straight up, build a winning team or I'm out. I'm out. And when you put that statement next to her refusing to play, it looks like she's escalating. And the interview was step one. This walkout, this is step two. A power play to make things so messy that they have no choice but to trade her. And finally, just look at the injury story itself.
The WNBA recently experienced a narrative twist. Nobody placed an order and was forced to deal with a dispute unrelated to a highlight reel or box score. The story started when Angel Reese, the powerful rookie forward for the Chicago Sky, was declared out of the team's final game of the season. A persistent back problem was cited as the cause, which suggests restrictions on jumping, running, and the physical demands of playing professional basketball. Supporters voiced their pity. The league got ready for another game without one of its emerging stars, as coaches gave sympathetic nods. The expectation was straightforward. Reese would assist her team by sitting on the bench, an image of an athlete who is upset and ready to recover.
Wait, it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here, y'all. This is crazy. This is why this thing took a left turn out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. I have not, bro. This is supposed to be a professional league. Angel Reese, you telling me you refuse to go in the game for the Chicago Sky because they suspended you for one half? This is crazy, y'all.
A few hours later, that expectation was dashed in a move that rocked the sports community. Reese made an appearance on TikTok from a luxury jet rather than a trainer's room. She wasn't making a pained grimace. She broke into an exuberant dance routine while starring in her own music video. Her fluidity in bending, twisting, and moving appeared to be in direct opposition to the back ailment diagnosis that had prevented her from participating in a professional basketball game. The digital world burst into life. This was more than just a story development. Many felt that it violated the unspoken agreement that exists between an athlete and their supporters, a time that made it difficult to distinguish between social media, fame rehearsal, and recovery.
Yeah, the back injury is real and documented, but the coach said she reported the pain before the game. So if she was hurt enough to maybe not play at all, why was the plan all along for her to play the second half? Why wasn't she on the injury report to begin with? The story don't add up. The fact that the injury was announced right when her suspension ended is what nobody can get over. And it feels like a flare-up and more like a convenient excuse. And this is just wild to me. So what do you think? Was this a real injury with the worst timing ever? Or was this a calculated move by a superstar who's fed up and wants out?
To be honest, Angel Reese made this PY herself. You cannot showcase your energetic full-body dance skills to millions of fans while claiming to be too wounded to play for your team in the high-stakes world of professional sports. This goes beyond bad optics. It exhibits a significant detachment from professional standards. And for those who have followed her career path, this episode felt like another chapter in a well-known book drama that has followed Reese since her college days, when she made a controversial transfer out of Maryland and claimed to have needed a coach who would hold her accountable for a turbulent tenure at LSU that was filled with internal team strife and public feuds. The playbook appears to be consistent, with talent entwined with chaos.
Angel Reese was suspended for the first half of today's game versus the Las Vegas Aces. She told them, I don't care if y'all suspend me, I ain't playing anyway. My back hurt. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy work, Angel. That's crazy work, Angel. I cannot believe she just pulled the wool over their eyes like this. They thought that they was punishing her. And the whole time she knew, y'all can't punish me. I'm going to say my back hurt. I'm not going to play anyway. This season is over.
At this point, the analogies to Caitlin Clark become painfully obvious in addition to inevitable. A season of rigorous physical play has been experienced by Clark, the Indiana Fever's phenom. She has endured body knocks, elbows, and shives that would result in punishment in more competitive sports. She always gets ready for the next game, though. No breaks, no justifications, and definitely no dance vids from the wounded list are available. On national television, the public witnesses Clark being figuratively cut in two, but the following day, she returns, prepared to compete. They spot a fighter. They then encounter a spectacle when they open their phones and find Angel Reese performing for a camera despite being sidelined by injury.